Well, hello YouTube! I survived this week. How did I do it? I don't know. As you can see, there were a lot of tears. Zero idea what I'm doing right now. As you can see, my life is a mess, but with all the mess, there is some serenity and tranquility that I do provide for myself, which I will reveal to you in this video. Good morning, YouTube! I don't like when dogs lick my face, even my own. In a rare, more frequently occurring occasion, I will get out of bed and do things that make me feel good, like say good morning to my dogs, admire Beverly, my aloe plant, hydrate with some cucumber, mint, and ginger water, juice some celery, and hug my boyfriend. I literally thought like this is just like the stupidest, most overrated fad that like it's just so unrealistic for like the regular person to do. It really altogether is not that time consuming. I guess when you have kids, like those key minutes, like those matter. But if you're like unemployed college grad like me, you have all the time in the world. So drink your green juice. Walks are also a great way to help me de-stress.
We walked literally how long?
But not in this case.
25 minutes.
2 minutes, and most of that time was spent trying to get dog off of my shoe.
I want to get corona tested because I should not be this out of breath. Also, this time of year I do usually get super sick, so it could be that, or it could be my inability to work out sometimes because I literally just sit in bed and cry all day. But we're gonna go home now. We're gonna unpack our Trader Joe's stuff and we're going to do a haul because I got everything but the bagel seasoning and I think things are looking up. Having healthy food is such a blessing these days, and honestly, when you're eating good, you feel good not only physically, but mentally. We're going to disinfect our groceries. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I like to do this because God knows who touched what and who put something else back. I didn't go to Cornell, my friend did, which is a good enough excuse to buy the sweatshirt and lead people to think that I went to Cornell. So I love white mushrooms. I just love mushrooms in general. Look at me chefing it up. I just made some stuffed mushrooms. Then I got, of course, celery for my celery juice. Usually I wash all my my mom washes all my vegetables before like we actually put them in the fridge, so I'm gonna do that. I got cilantro dressing. I love cilantro just so much that I could drink it. And then I also got this like green goddess salad avocado dressing. Avocado oil, I heard this is so much better for you in terms of what oils you use to cook. Next, I thought I'd jump on the wave and I got Ezekiel bread. I read somewhere that like if you're trying to like lose weight and stuff, you shouldn't really be eating Ezekiel bread. I just see people have Ezekiel bread with avocado and like everything bagel seasoning, so like of course I had to buy it. Cauliflower gnocchi, like everything but the bagel seasoning. I got black bean and roasted corn veggie burgers. And my friend Amanda actually recommended a lot of these things, so I was like, I gotta get them. I also got like already made like microwavable quinoa. I just don't feel like making quinoa myself, and I think that this is just so convenient, especially for someone with high cholesterol. Super fun. And lastly, I got some chicken fried rice. I'm not completely like vegetarian or anything like that by any means. I'm gonna disinfect all my groceries and then probably just start making lunch. I kind of want to try out that burger, but I also kind of just want to eat like a fat salad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to like... I do want like a piece of chicken though. I do have to say, like, it's a little too much green up in here, you know? Literally feel like I'm like turning over a new leaf. No pun intended. So I don't know why my voice sounds like this. Maybe because it is 1 a.m. when I'm filming this. I don't know, my anxiety really makes it hard for me to do things on a regular time frame. I love filming during the night. I've always felt safer filming during the night, especially when I lived like, I guess in my dad's house. So without further ado, we are going to get into the 7 things that help me with my anxiety. Number 1 would have to be my weighted blanket. I will link down below the exact one that I got, but this one is supposed to be suited for people who are about like 140 pounds, which is like my weight range, give or take 10 pounds. much. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is the 15-pound blanket. We put it inside of a duvet just so that, you know, we can clean the duvet because you can't really clean, I guess, the main weighted blanket. I love it. It really does just make you feel like you are safe and compressed, and I have been able to sleep for the last 3 consecutive nights, and let me tell you, that is such a big deal. Yeah, so when I'm really anxious, like, that just feels so safe. It feels like a big hug. It feels like you don't necessarily, you know, need to like be hugging another person when you're just like flat or just like cuddled up underneath your weighted blanket. Super great, super helpful, highly recommend. It does first, I would have to say, get a little bit used to, but once I got used to it, I started getting consecutive days of full-on sleep uninterrupted, so that was really fun. Oh my god, I'm like losing my voice. The next thing is literally my favorite thing ever for my anxiety. I am in love with this. This is the Sniff Elixir Serenity Organic Essential Oil Personal Aromatherapy Nasal Inhaler. This one has undiluted organic grapefruit, lavender, and ylang-ylang essential oils. I don't know if I said it right. Lang or ylang. And it's 100% natural. I really kind of just like this. And it like works fine. I don't think you should be sharing them with people because Corona and like that's gross, but it kind of smells just like a comforting like Johnson & Johnson pink baby lotion. It kind of smells like that, to be honest. Aromatherapy plays such a huge role in my life that I just needed it for on the go because honestly, I can never be too prepared for an anxiety attack. So the next thing that I have for my anxiety is this little sloth. He smells so good. You throw this little guy in the microwave and it gives off this like lavender smell. The next thing that I have is this healing spray. I love, love, love aromatherapy. Obviously not all these products are aromatherapy, by the way, but this is rosemary and rose geranium. This one is basically just really good if you want to clear like sickness and bring more life and healing to yourself. Just breathe it in and be like, the Bliss Light Skylight. That is literally, it's on right now, but you can't really see too much of it. It's better when the lights are off, but it really is just super great, especially if you're someone who loves everything astrological and galaxy and like pretty lights. Like, it's super good for that. I love to just stare at it sometimes, and there is a timer, so after a while it will shut off, so it will not be on all night. If you want, it goes off after like a few hours, I would say. And I like keeping it on for like videos and stuff, like just keeping it on in the background is like really cool. So this looks kind of weird, but don't judge. So these are basically facial cupping, I guess, like tubes, but basically what they're for are like your face. So I'm not gonna do it right now because I have makeup on, but what you would do is obviously wash them when you get them, but then I like to just put oil on my face, and that will help you when you squeeze these together. You apply it on your face and then you just let go, and it creates this like suction, and then you move it along your face and it just stimulates that blood flow to your face. If you are panicking and you're someone who gets numb like me, like my body literally gets numb, mainly in my hands, but sometimes in my face and by my lips. So these are really clutch during those times when you just really want to have more feeling. It may not work for everybody, but at least for me, it helped get that blood flowing once again into my face, and it helped me feel more alive, which is something that's really hard, especially to do when you are panicking. And the last thing that basically helps with my anxiety is, without a doubt, this iPad. I got, since I love purple, I got this little case for it. I also bought this super affordable pen from Amazon, so I didn't buy the $100 one from Apple. But yeah, this is the iPad mini, and this is actually my dream board on top. So I usually just go to Procreate, and my screen's kind of dirty, but I design a lot of stuff. So for example, I designed these wallpapers. This is actually a screensaver that I designed. I just do them for like friends and family, but I'll charge like $3 for like a custom wallpaper. So this one is actually used partially in my last thumbnail. I created this. This reminds me of like an Ariana Grande like no tears left to cry, God is a woman type vibe. And yeah, so like I'll just like sketch or like outline or like design my own thing. Like I created this completely, I just looked at that for a reference. I made this moon by myself completely from scratch, which was also really cool. And I was just discovering that like I'm like really like learning how to do this whole like digital design. I just think that I might start getting into graphic design, because it's just so fun making all these like cool, colorful, new things. Like, yeah, so this is actually my last thumbnail, which I used Procreate entirely. I love this app, love this iPad. It's really great. One extra thing that kind of helps me with my anxiety is doing this very thing, which is vlogging or just making a video for you guys. I think vlogging and like editing has become more of a, I guess, therapeutic process and activity for me, rather than, you know, it was back in the day when I was really doing this. I think piecing together a beautiful creation of yours that is entirely purely just from your life and from your head and your own thoughts and inspiration, I love that so much. So that is definitely a therapy for me when I am anxious, more so when I'm like just depressed. I would say my anxiety and depression are like obviously two separate things, but of course come together at the end of the day. It's just literally something that I love to do. And thank you guys so much for supporting me, and everyone who has recently been reaching out on my Instagram and telling me when they were first subscribed to me way back. Thank you guys so much, and I'm so excited to be creating these weekly videos for you. I cannot believe that I'm back on YouTube, and I think that it's super fun to continue this. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you guys do anything at all to help your anxiety, things that I haven't tried. Let me know down below what you guys also want to see. If you guys have any questions, also leave those down below. I love you guys so much, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram to stay updated with everything that's going on. And also check out my Depop. I just launched it. This is actually what it looks like. This is my lazy vintage page. I have a bunch of crop tops. I've kind of just like outgrew them, really. I didn't go on a diet this entire quarantine. A lot of these tops and stuff are just like super forgiving on the body. They really are. I really do just like wear clothes that like help to flatter, and so, I mean, some of them, I am more of a boxier torsoed woman, so you know, not everything is gonna look super great on me. I do also negotiate prices, so definitely check me out on Depop at Lazy Vintage. I love you guys so much, and we'll see what's next together next week. Bye!